I love doing things in business. I'm a 20-year entrepreneur that's in the beauty and wellness sector. I came into this business about a year ago, and it's been an amazing ride for me. It really has. It was shared with me by a business coach as myself that this would be an excellent, because of how I was thinking. Like, I was in the position where I was about to make my business into a franchise, and it was discussed with me that I was making some flaws at that time because I was relying on people to be able to physically output what I was doing, and I should be in network marketing. And I went, yeah, whatever, and kept going. But how many of you all know, because I'm going to talk to you about some things prior to just really sharing how to build your influence. How many of you understand and know that when God wants you to do something, it doesn't matter what direction in which you're trying to do it, he will shift things the way he wants it. And so I then decided at that time frame, like, nope, I'm gonna keep on pushing. I'm keep on doing what I have. I had just got to the place in which of building, like, one of my dreams and aspirations was to build a 7-figure brand. So I had made 7 figures over the course of being in my business, but had never did it within the year. Like, our sales had never hit that. And we hit it. And I was like, oh my God, this is freaking amazing. And then I switched and went to network marketing. Like, the heck? Like, how does that go? But however, I see now, so I'll share with you this as of to, like, building your platform. I'm going to speak to you spiritually to say that God will not give you something that you are not ready for. Having a platform and speaking over other people's lives and pouring into them is such a huge responsibility. It's huge. And he wants to know I can trust you with it. So he wants to understand that if I give you minuscule, if I give you nothing, are you a complainer? Like, are you okay with what it is that I'm giving you? Are you always asking for more? But then when I share with you the seeds that I need you to water and grow, do you grow them? See, if not, how am I supposed to give you rulership over masses? How am I supposed to give you influence? How am I supposed to have you to go teach and go do other things for other people? But yet when I give you seed, you think they're only minuscule. They're nothing. But I want you to realize that those things are things that I need you to grow. There's something that I placed in you. Like, in having influence, you have to understand. Like, I love to share this with people. They be like, oh my God, you've got here and you've blown on up. Well, guess what? Your worth of who you are as a woman, as a man, has nothing to do with the title someone is giving you. It has nothing to do with the like button somebody has hit or how many followers in which you have. It really doesn't, because something has been downloaded in you that is special to you. There is a purpose in which you're called to do. He may call you to be the woman that's amazing in your house, the woman that's amazing in your neighborhood, or I am very clear, he has called me internationally. But that makes no one less than just because he hasn't called you to that. So why is it that I only get to be in my neighborhood? Or why is it that I only get to be, like, I hear people say so many times that 500, well, I'll only have 500 following. Are you kidding? 500 people is not small. 500 people. Let me pack 500 people in your home for you to understand that's not small at all. Also, too, when you came into this business, you were an amazing person prior to coming into this business. You had something that was amazing of you that brought you here. And if one customer has said yes to you, or one distributor has said yes to you, you're fulfilling that seed. It's not the day in which you plant the seed. You've read it all the time. So I'm going to use it here in this space. It's not the day that you plant the seed that you get the harvest. It's not. It's when you plant the seed, you water the seed, you take care of the seed, you pray over the seed, you pour into the seed, you talk to the seed, you push and nudge that they go seed until you get what it is that you came for. So last night I shared with y'all, don't leave until you get what you came for. Guess what? When you're climbing and you're going to the next level, it's not going to be easy. It's not designed to be easy. It's designed to grow you. That's what it's for. It's designed to pull something out of you. A lot of us here are mothers. We have sons and we have daughters. And we know when we're looking down upon our kids and we're looking at them and they're growing, you see something in that baby, in that child, that you know that you were put here to bring and pull out. I want you to start taking the same thing over your level of influence, over customers, and over distributors. There is something you're here placed for, but what you can't do is put value on minuscule, not understanding that it's a seed. So when people look up to me, my inbox went nuts last night over so many things. And I was like, you know what? Before I start teaching and talking, I'm going to talk to you about this right here. People looked on up, they followed me, they found me. They were like, oh my God, you have a huge following. Oh my God, my Instagram blew up. And they were like, oh my God, you got 31,000. Well, let me tell you this. In order to get 31,000 followers, you have to go from 0 to 1, 1 to 10, 15, 20, 30, 100, 1,000. Guess what? That bad boy take time. It does. But what you have to do is spend time on yourself and build your courage within yourself, your confidence within yourself, and know that regardless of who is there, what you bring to the table is value. See, that's the thing that has to show up to build the influence first. You have to like yourself. You have to love yourself. Those things are really important. Because guess what? When I got up this morning, I saw all of these people. Like last night, how many of y'all were on my training last night? Bomb. Right? Bomb. I dropped some nuggets. Go in, go check it back out. So I go this morning because number one, my background is marketing and sales. Prior to being in the beauty industry, it's marketing and sales. So I'm going back to watch the analytics. And then I saw a dislike. I saw all these likes and I saw a dislike. And then I smiled. And you want to know why I smiled? Because I remember that it used to be a place in time where I would see so many people that would say something amazing. And then I see that one person. How many of you done? You see that one person that say something wrong. And that's the thing you harp on. And you go, oh my God, they didn't like it. What did I do? Should I have played it longer? Should I have poured a little bit more? Should I have done this? And goodness gracious, I took my moment to say, my have I grown as a person? My have I grown as a woman? That I instantly thought, it's just a hater on the page. Like I did. I went, it's a hater on the page. I know what I draw was amazing. And I know that sometimes I learned over years, 20 years of being in business taught me that sometimes you're doing so well and so amazing that somebody has to do something to stop you. They do. They have to do something. They have to do something. They got to try to stop you. And then if you are personally and spiritually developed enough, then guess what you do? You allow it. And then it becomes a stumbling block for you getting to your next season because you paid attention to the one person that said no, but didn't pay attention to the 200 and something that was like, go girl, amen, yes, dope. So I've learned over time to train my brain for that. And the reason why I'm talking to you about this right now is because guess what? When you leave out of this training, you're going to be like, oh my God, this is freaking amazing. I'm about to go do it. I'm about to go apply it. And guess what? You can take off and then hit your head tomorrow, today. And what I'm here to tell you is stay in the game. Know you're amazing regardless of what you have to say. Know that if you're somebody who loves cats, that's just as great as the person who's all glam, because I'm a glam girl. That's all girling out and everybody, and I go, hey girl, hey. And you think you got to be like her to be amazing, but yet no, you don't. Because guess what? It was a point in time when I wasn't, hey girl, hey. It was a point in time where I would come in the room and I'd be quiet. And I didn't say anything because I didn't understand my value before I got there. So that's what's important for me to tell you prior to telling you. I'm going to give you 6 steps today to build your influence. But number one, let me tell you this. I'm going to give you 7 steps. But number one is love you. And know whatever it is that you bring to the table, do not second guess yourself. Do not allow somebody else to second guess yourself. Let me tell you something. Your value is not in your rank. That's what you've acquired. You get that? You are not valuable because you are in the top or you're VIP or you're presidential or you're ambassador. You're amazing as distributor. You're amazing as ruby. You're amazing as emerald. You're amazing as diamond. You're amazing as double diamond. You're amazing at triple. You're amazing at presidential. You're amazing at ambassador. Because that's a title. And one thing that I hate, I have 3 teenagers. One thing that I cannot stand is that I grew up in an era where there was no social media. They were like, what did you do? How did you talk? How did you get home? Mom, dang, don't make me archaic. I called my mama. How did you call me? I have a cell phone. I put my money in this phone on the wall. You put your money in the phone on the wall? Yeah, I did. That's what I used to do. Well, what did you do about internet? We had Encyclopedia Britannica because I had to take my butt to remember the Dewey Decimal System? I had to go learn. And now what we've done is we've come into the social era where I look at my kids and I go, well, I was prom queen, all this, whatever. Now at that time I was like, I was prom queen, I was whatever. That was nothing. I was like literally popular in my school. And now these kids have to be popular over the world. And now these adults have to be popular over the world. So when they take a look at themselves and they don't see what you see at somebody else, or I put it on the host to post and it's popping for her and not for me, then what people do is they crawl in their own little hole and they go, it's something wrong with me. It's not. You change your mind frame and go, they haven't met me yet. They don't understand me yet. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay here and I'm going to put my footprint in the world. My footprint is going to be in the world, and I'm going to be gracious over what it is that God has given me. Whatever he wants me to have. See, when you relinquish that, you say, after this, you say, whatever you want me to have, that's what I have. If he wants you to be a good steward over 100, be a good steward over 100. Allow him to understand that what it is that he gives you, you are going to grow. You're going to grow what he has given you. You're going to be gracious over what he's giving you, and you're going to stop looking peripherally at the people on the side trying to figure out what they're doing, and you're going to stay focused on growing from yesterday. Because I bet you any amount of money, where you are in your business right now is further than where you were a month ago. It's different. You've grown. Right? How old you are right now. Look like 5 years ago. Take time to grow to your next season. That's it. Take time to grow to your next level. So now when I teach you this and you walk away from here, your brain frame should say, you know what? I'm trying to be better than what I was yesterday. And guess what? When you try and you try and you try, you will. And then you will affect your team. You will affect your customers. Because guess what? Then you'll be doing your fulfilled and designed purpose. Okay, so I had to say that first. So when you get on off of here, I don't have nobody going, oh my God, I liked 500 pages, but I only got 10 new followers. Great, that's what God wants you to have. He wants you to have 10. Now show him you can take care of them 10. Can you take care of 10? Or do you go, oh, I got 10, and you don't even take care of them because you're looking for 100. Be careful of that. I remember when I used to do that. And I remember when my door swung open. It was when I stopped that. Okay? So I'm going to give you 6 things to be able to build your business. No, 7. Remember I told you 7. So that was the first one. Now I'm going to roll over to number 2. In order to be able to build your level of influence, what is influence? It's when you walk into the room, you own the room, or you say something and people want it because you're there. Tracy, how did you do that? How did you just do that? Number 1 is reciprocation. Reciprocation. People want to know that when they do something for you, you're going to return the favor back to them. Now, you can't be the jack of all trades for everybody. You cannot answer everything, every call. I'm sorry. My inbox goes retarded. It goes crazy. Like, oh my God, there's no way I could do that. However, I've had to learn to coin over times how to be giving. So I can open up my trainings and I can do it to the masses because I can't talk to everybody individually. However, let me tell you this. Say, for instance, you've been called to be a good steward over 20 people. When they like you, do you like them back? Meaning, if they come and they like and they become a friend on your page, do you go back and say thank you? Something as simple as that. Do you say thank you, or you go, or is your brain in ego mode and it's an expectation that you were supposed to like it? Be careful of that. If you want to be influential over others, you have to reciprocate back what it is that they give to you. So if they're being nice to you, be nice to them. If they like it, if you notice you see the same person on your page all the time, and they're talking to you and they're liking, and you never even go to them because you go look on their page and you see they only got 50 followers, and then you perceive that they're not important, you're going to diminish your own influence, because you have to learn how to grow from seed. Reciprocate back what someone is doing to you and you will grow. Because birds of a feather flock together, and the power of the word of mouth of referral is so amazing. People will talk about you perfectly, and then they will talk about you negatively, and that will be people what they know about you. So when someone does something for you, reciprocate it back. Number 2, authority. Authority. We listen to people who we deem to be important. Now, let me tell you this. I know it's morning time. And I understand that it's morning. Some people have their cameras off because they are asleep, they are driving, they are not their absolute best, and they got their camera down. But let me tell you something about being influential. If you don't show up in private, you'll have a hard time showing up in public. Amen. If you don't show up in private, you will have a hard time showing up privately. If you don't have your picture on your Zoom, why not? That's you. That's your staple. That's what walks into the room. So this is your practice. When you're on a Zoom, this is called practice. This is practice. This is practice. If you are not practicing, practice makes permanent. It does not make perfect. But if you are not practicing having influence in private, because guess what? I don't know y'all. So if I don't see you, I don't know you. And this is something I'm teaching you. I don't know you. I don't see you. I don't whatever. How do I get to like you? How do I get to do that? If you're showing up to things and you're coming into team trainings, how do you show up? How do you walk in? How do people see your face? Do they remember you? What's that lasting whatever that you leave? Is it your perfume? Is it your fragrance? Are you funny? What is it? What do you want people to know about you? Practice that. It's important. It's importante. It's very important that people know who you are. Act and develop your part. Act and develop your part. Would you go to a physician that was always sick? Would you go to a dentist that had no teeth? Would you go to a nail tech that had no nail bed? Is that what you would do? No, ma'am, you wouldn't. So guess what? The business that you're in is in a wellness business. When you leave the room, do people think she's well? She's healthy. Hannah over here on a bike. Yo, she got me feeling like I'm not living right. I love it. Somebody used to talk to me when I would do my personal development trainings, and they'd be on the treadmill and they'd be going, and it made me feel like, okay, when I get up off of here, I got to go match that energy. Let me let you know that that's how you call people to you. It's when you show up. People tell me I'm scared to get on the live. Why? They can't beat you up. What is you doing, girl? What are you scared of? Hit the button. Say good morning. Hey, guys, guess what I'm doing? I'm drinking my coffee this morning. And I teach people how not to be salesy. I do not get on and say, hey, guys, I have keto coffee. It tastes amazing. I get online and I talk, and I be like, hey, guys, you know what? My post this morning, I'm so grateful. I am. I'm so grateful because I'm 40 years old. And I remember when I was younger that I acted like people owed me things, or that the next day was coming. Hey, see you tomorrow. Who told you tomorrow was coming? Who told you that? There's people passing. I had a client that had her daughter pass at 21 in her sleep. They went to wake her. Nothing was wrong. Nothing. No bad. As a matter of fact, when they did the autopsy, they could not find. They had to do undetermined. So we spend so much time thinking we have the next time, and it may not be your time. So place your feet, plant your feet, go live, drink your cup of coffee, and tell somebody, hey, good morning. If you don't have anything else to say, you can tell somebody good morning. If you want people to reciprocate that level of what? Hey, Jennifer, yeah, I saw her go toodles. You want people to reciprocate that back to you? You have to model the behavior that you desire. If you want your team to post, you got to post. If you want your team to show up and you're hiding, they're going to hide. Because they're reciprocating back what it is that you put out. Hannah out here on this bike. I bet you amount of money. Everybody feel like they got to get well. I'm telling you, go live on your bike and show people. I'm not just selling products. I'm well. Command your authority over what you do. Get up in the morning. I tell people, hey, it's great to get up in the morning. A lot of us work from home. That's a blessing. Right? But let y'all see my 7 a.m. holla. And I get like this often. You want to know why? Because I want women to come to me who want to be seen a specific way. They want to be well. They want to look beautiful. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the woman that looks at me and says, oh my God, when I'm 40, I have young girls that will come on my page and say goals. I'm 40 years old. That's goals. You want to know why? If I don't show up like this, people are like, you don't got to get all dressed up. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, because that's the standard that I have. I'm in a ponytail, yo. Like ponytail, shower, face wash, It Works dress on, and a necklace. So what I say is, there's no way in the world I can't take care. If I want to take care of you, how am I not taking care of myself? This ain't got nothing to do with being a size 2. Nothing. But if I'm taking care of myself, you're going to perceive more that I can take care of you because I take care of me. So when people see that of me, that's how I commanded my authority. That's how I got my following, because I'm showing up and I'm saying, hey girl, hey, I'm here. And some girls can't stand my hey girl, hey, guess what? You ain't my tribe. Boop, bye. Unfollow me. Any hater on my wall, you know how people tell you, they said something crazy about my product. They said, oh my God, I'm tired of it. Delete them. You know you have choices. Delete, bye, boom, go, leave. You messing up my flow. Control that. Have authority over your own space. You control that thing. No one else does. Number 3, commitment and consistency. That's required from you and also from the customer. So guess what? You know how we do all these host to post? Let me tell you where you could be missing the mark all the time. Me, myself, and it's sitting here and it's open. What I had to command myself to do, what I didn't realize when I built my brand is that I was doing something well. I didn't. I just knew that if people were paying attention to me, I wanted them to pay attention to me a bit more. So I started writing them things down. Look, get yourself a binder. Guys, entrepreneurs, the best thing you can do is learn to be flexible and organized. Learn that everything is not going to be the same at all period of times. Nobody has wrote my check for 20 years. So I can tell you this. You have to understand things are going to change. There's seasons for everything. Just because it was like it was last month don't mean it's supposed to be like this. Stop crying over spilled milk. It is what it is. Become organized. So when people come on your page and they're liking, do you know who likes you often? I can tell you right now, Trayce, I see you on my Instagram. See what I'm saying? Like, I see her there. I know who's on my wall. So I'm looking for commitment and consistency. So guess what? It's my turn to start loving on Trayce. Hey, girl. And I know we are tribe. I see even how she did this. I've been watching her. I'm like, oh, that's my girl. So if I want to call more of my girl to me, I got to get over here and get with my girl and get my flavor all the time. Hey, girl, lettuce, red hair. Do you see that? Do you know she going to follow me and she going to look at me again tomorrow and then I'm going to comment and I'm going to come back to her? But if you are not taking the time to, when you're doing the host to post, to go through people, stop being so rote. Do you know how many people inbox me and say, hey girl, I don't know if you know, I'm in this group called I'm in this company called It Works. Bruh, did you even look down my wall and see that all that I got down here is keto coffee? You want to know what that lets me know? You're not trying to build influence, you're trying to build money. You just want $2. You just want some extra whatever. You want an extra ruby, but you're in it for sprint. You're not in it for marathon. See, marathoners become millionaires. not sprinters. Sprinters make short-term money. They live check to check. So are you a sprinter or are you a marathoner? If you want to be a marathoner, get you a binder. Start writing down what people are telling you, what they're doing. When you get a host-to-post person and they get a sample, listen, if let me tell you how you can be in your ego. You know how people say, okay, people are not buying. I sent them a message and they didn't say yes. Do you know, let me give you statistically, only 2% of people will say yes to you on your first time. It takes between the 6th and the 12th time. 6th and the 12th. Do you see how millionaires are becoming millionaires? They're marathoners. They own you. You want me to prove it to you? Hey, I have a subscription, had a subscription for HelloFresh. I thought HelloFresh was you give me some healthy meals and you pop them in the microwave. Wrong. All they do is go grocery shopping for you and then send you the bill. Oh, no, I use Instacart. So I canceled it. And I was like, no, that's not what I am. And I'm not a cooker, y'all. I lost 130 pounds. And you know how everybody tell you that you need to cook? No, you don't. You need to know where to get healthy food. It's all in your mind. You just need to know where to get healthy food. So I was looking for something I could put in the microwave. I'm busy. I have 4 businesses. So I was like, I'm busy. I don't have time for that. So I canceled it. Do you know they send me an email every day? Hey, I don't know if you realized you took your payment information off. Hey guys, I don't know if you had this. Hey, do you know we have the good frittata coming? I don't know what frittata is. I wanted to put frittata in the microwave and taste it and try it, but y'all want me to cook it. But you know, every day they're relentless. Hey, drop something in your Amazon cart. They even have the nerve to come back and be like, hey, I know you bought curtains. Like I had bought these shears for my home off Amazon the other day. And they're like, hey, being that you bought these curtains, I think you may like this. I don't. Get out of here. Stop it. That's why Amazon's at my house 4 to 5 times a week. Stop it. You want to know why? Because they're relentless. They marathoning me. They like, hey, man, I'm going to hunt you down. You're going to buy something. I'm going to get you, girl. Do you run your business the same way? When you get a host post that says no, do you come back and be like, hey, you just said no today. But maybe you didn't know that it was Tuesday. Oh, now it's Friday. Oh, now you're ready. Y'all's follow up Friday. You should have hundreds of people that you out here going, hey, girl, I know you ain't talking to me on Tuesday, but it's Friday. So how you doing? How are you? That should be your life. Your consistency and your commitment to build needs to be there like that. Where every time they turn around, they be like, she just won't leave. He just won't leave me alone. I wonder why. So then they're going to come down your page and then start figuring them out about you. And then be like, oh my gosh, she loves cats. Oh my gosh, she's really well. She's not here just to take my money. This is really her life. This is her swag. This is what she does. This is what he does. So your commitment and your consistency to your marathoning is extremely important. You have to walk this thing through. You want to get to the top because, again, you're important regardless of a rank. But if you want to rank that thing up to ambassador, you're going to have to start putting on your marathon shoes. Guess what? Marathoners train different than sprinters. Have you ever noticed marathoners look different than a dancer? They look different than a sprinter because it's different training required to get there. Different training required to get there. So what you need to do is make sure you're following up with everybody consistently or whatever. Let me even share with you. I'm going to show you a little picture. You see this line? So I have the person who I talked to, the source of where I got it from, and then I have 8 lines and the date that I talked to you. And guess what interaction means? I'm a voice. People ask me all the time, are you a voice texter? Yeah, don't y'all want all this goodness in your voicemail? You can't get this on the inbox. You can't get this. You don't even know I talk like this if I'm texting it. And as a matter of fact, most of the time I text because I'm so direct, people think I was mean. And I have to go in the voice text like, listen, don't you read that wrong. I was just basically saying, get out your feelings and move on. And they be like, oh, okay. So I voice text. And I'll go, hey, girl, what's up? People asked me last night on my scripts. Guys, my YouTube is Trayce Madre. If you go to Trayce Madre and you see how to increase your loyals and distributors, you'll be able to click on a link that will take you to download my loyal script that walked me up to triple in a year. You'll see my distributor script that walked me up to triple in a year. Download it. Here, take it, run with it, go. It's there. Right? But what you have to do is do these other things too. You got to build. You got to marathon. Y'all, I am not affected, and neither should you when somebody tells me no. I'm sorry for you. You don't know what you don't know what you missed out on. So now I got to go talk to you tomorrow and make sure I talk to you the next day and the next day and the next day until they block me. Until I get to that 8th one, I don't take anybody now. Y'all saw that black line? And if you see yellow, that means got him. And I play a little game with myself. How many yellow lines can I get versus the black lines? This is why it's important to compare yourself against yourself. Get up every morning, look at your book and be like, I look at my book and be like, all right, somebody going to down today. Somebody gonna get these greens. Somebody gonna get this coffee. I don't know who it is, but I'm coming up out of here with at least 1 loyal. This is how a person can get 30. This is how you can work smarter. This is how you get 30 loyals in a month. Get up every day with the level of intention. Command your authority. Show up. Do what you got to do and start walking and talking over your thing like this. I'm gonna get this one. You can't get one? Yes, you can. The question I have to ask you though, is you running? Are you sprinting? Or are you marathoning? Do you say I ain't going to bed till I get what I came for? You got 24 hours. 24. You don't have to sit in front of this computer all the time. You don't. You just have to get up and get out and walk and go do your thing. Go pass something out at the gym. Go be at your office. Go do something. Somebody needs to understand how great you are. But again, if you're not practicing showing up in private, when it comes time to make your money, you have not gotten the practice to make it permanent. You're going to be scared to blitz somebody because you can't even put your screen on when you're in a training. Now, I'm just calling things as I know them are. And no, that wasn't right. Y'all just know how I talk. How I know them are. It is what it is. Show up, show out. Put your feet in the sand. Okay? Get up here and get out of here. All right. Number 4, social proof. Guess what? We are in that land. If I had 2 restaurants that were here, if I had Bozo's Tacos and Jimmy's Dogs, if Jimmy's Dogs is filled and Taco Land has nobody and you're in a new state, where are you going? You're going over here to get some hot dogs. I don't care how much you want a taco. You are going to perceive and believe that this is better. And that's usually what happens. People will be like, oh, how do you know this is right? Y'all, I'm a trichologist, a celebrity stylist. I'm an educator, taught business development for L'Oreal. You know how many people would sit in my chair and give me a YouTube channel and be like, hey, girl, this girl said this is how you wrap hair. Are you kidding me? But because she got 1 million followers, she know more than I do. The person with the license, are you kidding me? But we're in that land. You have to know the land that you're in. We're in the land where people perceive that if somebody is liking and commenting and sharing, that it must be valuable. My kids even tell me when I tell them things, and I'll be like, no, you're supposed to do this. Oh, no, it's supposed to happen this way. Why? Because I Googled it. Girl, get out my whole face. Are you kidding me? Because you Googled it. So you going to trust Google over your mama? Go live with Google. Let them raise you. Let them keep on buying these expensive lunches if they know better than me. So when I tell you about social proof, the more someone does something, the more others follow. So if you're liking and you're commenting and you're sharing, here is what I know people are telling. Listen, I tell my team this all the time. If you're doing, this is a system of duplication. If you're doing what I'm teaching you and I'm telling you, you're not having a problem. If you're not doing what I'm doing and teaching you, you're having a problem. It's that simple. It's black and white. People told me that they had a hard time building a following. Listen to this. Okay, so my page, I have Tracy M. King, kept getting maxed out at 5,000. And I got tired of trying to figure out who to delete. I was like, no, I want everybody to see this. I don't know, y'all. These are not my friends. My real friends are in my phone. I want all these people to buy my business. Keep in mind, don't get that twisted. Your real friend calls you. She don't like your stuff. Just so you know, that's your real friend. These people are out here. If you're on social media, you're on social media to be paid. So these are customers. So some people on my team kept saying, oh, it's hard to build a following. And I was like, okay, I haven't built one in a long time. Y'all have been on social media since it started. And I was like, okay, well, let me see. Y'all, I'm at 4,200 friends in less than a month. 4,200. 4,200. 4,200 on a new page. Trayce Madre on a new page. Every morning I wake on up, it's 30 to 50 of y'all talking about, hey, be my friend. You want to know how though? Because I'm reciprocating. I'm being intentional. I am not living paycheck to check to check. I'm out here marathoning. And I'm going every morning when I get up, I got to get 50 new friends. Yo, 50 new friends take you 15 to 20 minutes. Stop overthinking this. These are not your friends. You don't have to go down the wall and be like, well, her shirt wasn't cute today. I don't know about her. Or I want to keep my page up private. Do you want to make your money or not? Do you want to make your money or not? Stop overthinking this process. You are here for people who want to be well. You have no idea by looking at somebody if they have money or if they don't. Because guess what? I can teach you this. Most people who have millionaired well learn to live underneath their means. They're not all extra flashy. I got a Benz, but I don't got a new one because I got mine's paid off. I don't care what nobody say. I don't have to drive up in a note for you to think that I'm important. And as a matter of fact, sometimes I'll be ready to get rid of it because I'm sick of the premium gas. Why I got to pay $85, $95 when I be getting jealous when people pay 50 and 60? I want to keep my money. I want to travel with my money. So I'm going to tell you, you're going to be real screwed because a lot of people rent stuff. You can rent Louis Vuitton. You can get fake. You can get fake Louis. No, mine ain't fake. You get a fake Louis now, and people will be thinking, oh, that's the girl I want because she got this. Well, guess what? Just because she has this does not mean that she's going to spend it with you. So stop that. Just how you don't want to be judged, stop judging other people. Your job is to show up and do your business. That's why you're there, right? So every day I'm intentional. Guess what? 50 people times 7 days a week is 350. You keep doing that. So now what happens? I get up in the morning, I look for 50, and next thing you know, I am increasing what we call our algorithm. And then more people are seeing me, and the more I'm talking to people, liking and commenting and sharing, they're bringing back people. And I'm not only there because I like people. See, guess what? You can't show up because you want $10. You got to show up because I like you. So guess what? When they say something funny and I'm in the morning, they be like, oh, you saw it. Yeah, I did. Ha ha, that was funny. Because I'm really here to have kicks and giggles. And then in the process, I'm going to make some money on that process because I'm marathoning. I'm going to stay in here. Guess what? You want to know why I can consistently keep growing? Because I outlast people who run, who sprint. I outlast them. I'm still here. What is sitting there complaining on a chat or a group going, people don't like my stuff, or they didn't buy my green steak, or I'm getting tired of talking to them. I'm in the inbox going, hey girl, how you doing? Are you still interested? Are you still interested? Do the same thing. Marathon. Show that masses love you. Ask your customers, guess what? Your best customer who's buying something. Okay? If she's buying just greens, if you place value on the girl that is buying greens, coffee, and whatever, and that's who's gonna get all of my attention, but you forget about the girl that does the actual, and you forget about the girl that just buying greens, guess what? Statistically in sales, when people buy something from somewhere, they're more likely to buy something else. They are. Most people, think about yourself. If you go to, and you find a cute shirt somewhere at a store that you didn't normally go, are you more likely to go back to that store to buy the shirt again? Or are you going to look for a whole new store? No, you're more likely to come back there to see what else they have. But if you leave them always chasing the next, that's what I would tell people. I got to a place in my business, I want to say within the first, I was like, when everybody would always take walk-ins in the salon. So I'll tell you how I 6-figured my chair and then 7-figured my brand. Well, when people would come into my chair, they would go, you're always like, well, they were passing out flyers and trying to build, which I was too. I was passing out those flyers trying to build. People would be in my chair and they'd be like, you keep them people in here so long. Get them in, get them out, get to the next person. And I'd be like, no, because if I got her, I'm trying to keep her. I'm trying to be her lifetime stylist. Lifetime. People don't stay with people for a lifetime. What you're not going to do is tell me what ain't going to happen. right? You're not going to speak that over me. You can speak that. People will speak their levels of limitations on you. They don't normally do that. That's their limitation. That's not yours. When I wanted to go in and do all extensions, oh, you don't want to do that because people aren't going to buy that. Guess who became the extension guru and doing celebrity stylist hair? Guess who made it all the way on up to Destiny Child? Hey, girl, hey. This girl that kept doing stuff that people told me they couldn't occur. Can you do that? Can you shatter all odds? Absolutely. You just got to know how. You got to understand that it's a marathon. It's an everyday push towards where it is that you're going. I'm going to prove to you something. People like to do what other people are doing. How many of you all have visited a bar? Don't let everybody's hands go up. I know I ain't the only person that visited a bar. And visiting that bar, they put that clear jar out for you. And do you know that they put their own money in it? They just stashed it and put their own money in it. But they put the money in it, so then you look up and you go, oh, I'm supposed, don't you feel tempted to actually do something? Okay, well, maybe I'll give them $1 because everybody else is doing it. You want to be a part of it too. So that sample that you sent and she loves it, ask her to do a review. Don't just see the person, don't just look at the new host post all the time. How I grew my chair was keeping that girl there for a long period of time and then being like, birds of a feather flock together. So I knew I had not arrived until I got her crew. Y'all know how we girls are. This is our nail girl. This is our hair girl. This is our doctor. This is our vet. So if you only have one customer and you don't have her friends, you have not marathoned yet. Oh, you love those greens? Did you share them with anybody else? What about your mom? Do you think this would work good for her? What about your sister? What about your husband? What about anybody else on your wall? Hey, can you give me a review on your wall? Can you give me a review of that coffee on your wall and I'll send you another pack for free? Think about give to get. Have you ever done that? I do that all the time. I got them sitting right here. Rest to go. From 2 people I do not know and have loved my coffee and they want some more and they're not ready to be a loyal yet. So what you can you do a review on your wall for me? Not post. Can you do a review? Can you tell somebody? And I will send you, if you see this is thick, I'll send you a week of coffee. Oh, for sure. That's how you create your own thing. People be willing to do stuff for free, man. They really do. They really will love to do it. You have to understand when to free, when to pay. But to build your business and you build your influence, you have to give to get. If you're gonna take this bag of coffee and you're trying to hold on, have anybody ever seen that picture of the bear? Like God, you have the baby, the girl has a small bear. And God is holding on to a big bear behind him. And he's like, give me the bear. And she won't really give the bear, not knowing it was something big behind it. So do you get your bag of coffee and be like, I am not going to give anybody no coffee until they pay me their $5? Oh, so you only want $75. You don't want $7,500. You're thinking too small. Y'all, the coffee bag was only $39. It was only $39. Think about this. Think about it. It was only 39 bucks. Can I use this $39 as bait to get me more business? Now, what I tell you is I don't free to anybody unless I get something back. You're going to like this page. You're going to comment on this. You're going to do a host a post for me. You're going to do a review. You're going to refer me your friend, something before you get this free bag. But then once I've given out a free bag, I have just built my level of influence. I built my business. People are going to come back for me. But it takes some time because guess what? I'm not sprinting. No sprinting. Marathon. Marathon this thing. Number 5. Liking is number 5. Well, it's number 6 because you know number 1 is you. So it's number 6. Liking Rapport is the foundation of all interactions. Liking is the foundation of all interactions. I play little games with myself that are how many things that I can actually like. Like the other day, I was joking around with my sister and I was like, I hadn't did 2 posts and she was the only one that liked both of them. And I was like, oh, so I ain't got no friends today? Because Facebook now is making it harder for you. Just so you know this, the algorithm is too strong. Just 1 or 2 days I wasn't liking, and then all of a sudden I had a picture that only had a like, just my sister. And I was like, you don't know what? She was like, are you in your stories? Are you liking people's stuff? And I was like, yes, I'm in my stories. I'm liking. And then I had to stop and I went back and I was like, dang, I only got 3 things up there. I'm tripping. So then I started liking and commenting and sharing on other people's things. Oh, that's dope. And guess what? Be genuine, because guess what? When you're genuine, this is how you'll filter your tribe. If you see somebody who likes something and you notice you're constantly commenting on them, you're going to get their friends, because you're going to start showing up in their friends' timeline. Right? So liking is that thing. Find something in common. Find something in common with somebody. I shared yesterday, if I have on cute shoes and I thought I was cute for the day, and I walk outside and somebody tells me my shoes are ugly, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to unfollow you real quick. I'm going to unfollow you because you're not my tribe. Be confident in understanding that it's going to take some time to prune what it is that you desire. But when you do, that thing is going to get to rocking. That's why I tell you to make sure you are not checking peripherally often. You have to come up for air and see what everybody's doing. What's the training? What's Mark talking about? What are we actually offering? And then you got to go back and put your head down and you got to focus on your thing. But if you get caught up in looking what everybody else is doing, you're not going to build your influence, because then before you know it, you're being influenced by the masses. Now you're trying to be them. And when you're trying to be them, no one is being you. And then when no one is being you, you can't build your influence because nobody's taking care of what you like, the things that you do. People are going to miss that. And there is special in everything that we do. Everything that you are and everything that you do. So be careful. Come up every now and then for things like this. This is one of the reasons I tell my team I love to train in the morning. You want to know why? Because I like to set tone. I'm a very energetic person. People do come up to me for the morning, don't y'all? Be like, hey, I was sleepy until Tracy started talking. I like that. I like that I'm a thermostat. I like that when I walk in the room, I'm about to change some things. But I took some time in building that. And that was important to me. Being a mom of 3 teens, I was like, if I can't affect my teenagers, if I can't affect my husband, it don't matter what nobody else got to say in this world. Because that's what I was blessed with, and that's what I was given. So I had to start learning to be amazing in the morning, because my kids hated to get up in the morning. And I'm like, baby, you don't even understand. That's beautiful. Some people are not waking up. Or you can't go and have the first period in your day, because I did not used to be a morning person. But guess what? When you have kids, if they wake up and they're lethargic, guess what? They go to school and they're lethargic. So I was like, I got to start teaching in my home. I have to start showing my kids how to get up, make your bed, get yourself together for an opportunity. When the kids come ringing the doorbell in the afternoon and they're all dressed, you still laying around in your pajamas. But guess what? I had to realize, because mama was laying around in her pajamas. Mama ain't got dressed all day. Mama ain't did her hair. So guess what I was doing? I was teaching and I was influencing in my home that was okay. So when I changed it and I showed up, now guess what? They're thinking about their morning. You know what? I got to get up and make my bed because I want to go play with my friends. And they realized that the day was longer. So being that I affected in my own house, I can start affecting online. Because again, practice. If you do not get what you do not practice in private, your home life is your private. So if you want that thing to outstretch out to social media, check that thing you're doing at home. Check it. And then you'll feel more confident with it, because guess what? When your child is acting different, when your husband is acting different, when your friends are acting different, you'll gain your level of confidence to put that thing online. Because you know it's working. You can see it in your house. You can see how it's functioning. It's doing something a little different. And I'm speaking from experience. I remember when I used to have to step over everything to get to some place. My hallways were dirty. Kitchen still got dishes in it. How am I supposed to think clearly when the place that I dwell isn't okay? How am I supposed to affect the masses when I can't even affect the 5 people in my home? No, I got to fix. I got to change that. That's not okay. And then when I did, it started to outflake outwards. That's why I have so much pride. I could tell you that and not even care. Because guess what? I don't care what nobody think about me. I care what I think about me. It's not my job to inventory what someone else thinks about me. It is my job to inventory what I think about me. It is my job to make sure that God says approved. When it's my turn and it's your turn to go on up there, everybody on social media is not coming with you. So what you do in private is what you can output as your influence. And number 7, here's my fave. And this one's going to take you on out here. And guess what? I want you to adopt some of this in your business. Scarcity and urgency. Scarcity and urgency. Are you the person that feels like as soon as somebody texts you, you have to respond? As soon as somebody inbox you and email you, you got to say, hey. Are you that person? I saw your hand over your face, Jennifer. Okay, we're going to end that today. You wanna know why? Because you don't control your own life. Let me give you a reality check. Everyone else does. I'm doing a personal development. My personal development is at 8 a.m. on Mondays. And personal development this Monday is on discipline. Okay? If you allow every single time a ding goes off or whatever goes off, you can't control your own life because everyone else controls it for you. You will create anxiety. You will create depression. You will be frustrated. You will wonder, why in the world can I never get anything accomplished? And it's because you have not understood scarcity and urgency. You don't understand it. So let me show you how. Okay, so let me tell you, if you're on the wrong side of life, if a customer comes on in and they go, oh, they pop right on in. People even will have the audacity to video call me in my inbox. And I'll be like, girl, listen, you ain't think I got nothing to do? I'm in the bathroom. What are you doing? Learn not to take yourself so serious, y'all. Laugh at yourself. I'm not about to hit this. I'm not cute at this moment. I'm sorry. So if somebody asks you about greens and you immediately jump, okay, I got those greens. When do you want me to call you? I'll call you in 5 minutes. Guess what you're telling your customer? Guess what you're telling your level of influence? You ain't got nothing else going on in your life. Nothing else is going on. Every time I need you, I can get you. And then you devalue your own time. Here comes your team. They're going, oh my God, I need some help. My customers aren't doing this. I have this question for them. And you're going, oh my God, shoot. I can't lose my Ruby. So, hey, okay, let me answer her right now. I'm not your boss. I had something else that was going on for the day. I have this thing called a schedule. What I can do is schedule a time to talk to you as a customer. Hey, I was at the gym. Let me tell you, when people tell me in my business, I don't have time, I go, oh my God, that is the first danger sign. If you don't have time for you, and if you don't have time, you are in more danger than you realize you are. You get 24 hours in a day. How do you not have 1 hour to work your business? How do you go to work all day and you don't have time to build the thing on the side that you said was supposed to take care of your car gas, was supposed to put you in a different position? So when my team comes back to me and they know this, I tell them all day, and you're like, oh, I'm so sorry I couldn't show up to the training. You don't have to tell me that. You don't. This your thing, boo. This your extra money. This is your freedom. This is your, I want to stay at home. It's not mine. It's yours. You cannot, to build influence, be at everyone's beck and call when they need you. Because you got to need you first. People respect time when you show boundaries. They respect you more. They know it's hard to get you. I tell everybody in the morning, hey, I don't talk to negative people until after 7 p.m. That's my major rule. You will not get me in the morning. Hey, Trayce, can I talk to you right quick? No. No. How did you perceive that when I got up in the morning that your problem was the first thing that I wanted to deal with? No. I will be on this training. I have people that are today, and I'm just teaching you this. This isn't arrogance. This is how you gain your influence. You're in my inbox. I told you clear as day, I got a training at 8 a.m. And then you want to tell me that you can't get to the training, but can I call you a little bit later? No, ma'am. My training is from 8 to 9. That's where I am. That's where I dwell. That's where it is. If you want me, come here. You get that? Because if not, I can't get nothing else accomplished and done because that's the time I allotted. A customer asks you about their greens or whatever. A customer that is looking for you, that does not know you, and you're always readily available. Every text, everything. Oh my God, yes. You think you're giving great service, but what you actually get is I'm your only customer. That's it. I'm the only customer you got. So I'm, hey, guess what? You know what? I was going to buy today, but now I'll buy next week. Have you heard that? I was going to sign up with you today, but you're so thirsty. I was going to be on your team, but dang, I don't know if this is how you going to be. Does anybody else want your information? Do you really make $200 a month? Like, what's really going on? People respect people. And let me tell you right now, top leaders, their training, say for instance, at 7 p.m., 6:30. Aren't you on it trying to make sure you can get in your space? Oh, I got to log on. I got to get in here. Happened with me yesterday. I have been getting messages all night about people who are on this training. This training was at 8 a.m. I saw people start the thing at 7:30. You want to know why? Because I have trained my following to know this is where I am. This is where you can get the goods for free. Show up, I'll show out. And then at 9 o'clock, I got something else to do. I do. I got something else to do. So then people start to value your time. Because guess what? You value your time. Have an appointment book. You're an entrepreneur. Let me teach you how to entrepreneur well, baby. Do not say, if you find yourself writing out to-dos, you expect it to don't get done. That's how it goes. If you have a to-do list, it ain't gonna get done. You wanna know why? You haven't given it a time slot in your life. It has no time. It has no purpose in your space, in your universe. Right here, y'all got the time and the space. Today, boom, training. After this, I have a phone call. Then I got to get to my business. I have to go talk to my employees. Y'all, I have my product line, my Redevise is about to come back out. I have a hair care line, and it's made in Europe. And there's a lot of things in which we've been changing and doing and packaging and whatever. And y'all, today it ships. So I get to call them. That's on my to-do list today. So guess what? That is on my calendar at 10 a.m. So just because you say, hey, Tracy, this was a great training this morning and it can't, I have to own my time. I have to give it time slots. Get you an appointment book with time slots. When you get your appointment book, put all of your, this is a life book. This ain't business. Your life is your business. Your life is your business. Put everything in your book that has to get done first. If you got to go to work from 9 to 5, shoot, you got to work from 9 to 5. If you want to talk to customers from 12 to 1 when you're on your lunch, talk to customers at 12 to 1 on your lunch. You don't have to tell people that, oh, I'm sorry, I can't talk to you in the morning because I got to go to work. They don't own that. Hey, I have an available time at 12 o'clock. I'm available at 12. They don't need to know what else you have to do. You don't owe nobody that. You don't. You don't. But if you jump to everything, just so you understand, if I can just easily have access to you and get you and do you, it's very hard for me to believe that you're influential. Because how are you so readily available all the time? How? Friday nights, 5 to 6, if you see in my red marks, these are business. You notice how the reds are different? That's when I'm available to my business. It's different each time. So when somebody calls me and they be like, hey, Trayce, could you talk at 10? Y'all, really today, I only have a 4 o'clock open. I do. I only have a 4 o'clock open. You want to know why? Because my husband has from 5 on for the rest of the evening. My business, everything that I have is up here in the rest of the day. I've already gotten up this morning. I've done my power hour. I've gotten that out of the way. I have things set up in automation. So if somebody asks me something, I can voice text. But if you said, hey, Trayce, can I talk to you at 12? You cannot. You can't. I got a 4. Oh, you can't do 4? Well, how about let's roll into Saturday. If you don't own your time, they do. And then if they own your time, you have a hard time influencing other people to do anything because guess what? You don't respect your space. You don't respect your time. It means nothing to you. People will never treat you better than you treat you. Never. You know how people say all the time, and I'm going to leave you with this. They say all the time, I can't get somewhere because my team isn't doing it. Oh, you're not thinking right, babe. I am the CEO of my chart. You are the CEO of your chart. If you're not working, I'm working. Will I fill a box? Yes, I will fill that box because I want my check. I'm not going to wait on you. But you best believe next month somebody else is going to be in your seat because I'm going to sign somebody else because I get to determine who I work with. And I want people who show up just like me. You want 100% out of me? Show up 100%. You want 50% out of me? I'm going to give you 50%. You give me 10%, I'm going to give you 10%. We're going to match this thing. So different people have different things to say about me. The ones that are like, oh my God, she's always there to help me. They show up 100%. The ones that say, oh, she'll never call me back. She don't know whatever. I filled your box. You have to own that thing that way. If you don't, you'll become a slave to others. And if you become a slave to others, it's very difficult to influence other people because you don't have influence over yourself. Self is where everything starts. And too many times, especially as women, we get this other title when we are like this. But men get okay, they get a little pass because they're like, oh no, I can talk to you at 4, I'm not busy. And then people tend to respect that. Right? No, ma'am. I have 3 teenagers, a husband, and 4 businesses. And then I just went to a seminar with Robert Herjavec, which is on Shark Tank. And do you want to know the one thing that he said to me that changed me? I heard a whole bunch of things, but he said where people in 2019 are not entrepreneuring well is they don't realize they need a stream of income for every bill. Did y'all do that? I went, Bill. He said, let me explain. He is 70. He said, let me explain, and let me explain well. Right now, too many people are putting eggs in the basket saying, okay, my job pays for my home. So then, therefore, when you lose your job, you lose everything. So you need something that pays for your mortgage, something that pays. Okay, so if the gas, this bill, this cuts off for the gas, you have another stream that takes care of there. I went, oh, that's good. Because even in this business, and I'll tell you how I boss, all of my cash sales go to my savings. They do not come to pay a bill at all. Let me show you another thing. If you don't run, and I'm going to tell you this, if you don't run an auto ship, you are not even in business. You're playing. You're playing. Because guess what? Your auto ship is your mortgage on your virtual business. It's your mortgage on your virtual business. So guess what? 9 times out of 10, we're going to get paid today. Let me tell you how to make your business pay for your bills. Before you transfer your thing, your auto ship should run out of the money. The business paid for it. You don't go take the money that you're working for over here and come pay for this business. This is an extra stream of income, but maybe you haven't heard that before. So as soon as I get my money, I leave it right on in there. We are team 3 checks in this house from this business. Myself, my husband, and my son. And all 3 checks pay for something totally different. But I promise you, I do not pay for an auto ship. My customers pay for that. And if you're new in this business and you're taking the money out, why? Leave it there. You're marathoning. You're trying to get something else. This business paid for my expensive product relaunch. I didn't. Not my labor of love from other areas. But if you don't sit down and parameter that thing on out and what this is supposed to do, and you don't get serious about order, then you're playing. It's just what it is, what it is. If you don't get serious about ordering your business, you're playing. It's a hobby. It's just something you do on the side. It's just a hobby. The same thing like skating. But if you really want to turn this thing into something, listen to what I'm telling you. When this comes on in, let this business pay for itself. I shared in the scripts last night how I get distributors, and in my scripting, I share with them, I'm going to show you how to pretty much make this business pay for you for free. But if you don't do that, you won't believe in that, because that's not what you do. That's not your habit. I do not pay for this business. This business pays me. That's the mortgage on your business. So when you get your check, leave in your mortgage on your business. Then you withdraw your profit. And always, rule of thumb, 25% of your business should be reinvested back into your business. If you don't have samples, y'all, I'm cutesy. If you don't have samples, because I like bling and I need to look at it. It's inspiring to me in the morning. If you don't have samples, how in the world do you make one of the income streams which we have is cash? I'm not going to call somebody on my team and say, hey, you're not going to buy no samples. You're not going to buy no samples. You're not going to get no cash. I'm not going to beg you to make the money that's coming in your house. I'm not going to do that. I'll tell you how. And when you show up and you do it, we're partners. But when you don't, you're a liability. When you don't, you're a liability. So when you start respecting your time, when you start respecting your business, when you start showing up in private and you start practicing to make permanent, you will start attracting things around you just like what it is that you're asking for. So the next time you look up and you say, my business isn't doing what I needed to do, I want you to self-check and say, am I my business? If I'm not retaining, goodness gracious, is it my behavior? Because 9 times out of 10 it is. The influence you have is what you do. It's what you do. You can only attract what you do. People are going to follow you for what you do. How you show up is what you attract. That's why it's very important not to look to everybody else. You got to come check and fix this thing. Fix you. This is how you're going to grow your brand, your business, your loyals, your distributors. This is how when you say, hey guys, do you want to make $200, $300 a month with me? People are going to be like, oh yeah, I want to do whatever she's doing. I want that. That's how you're seeing top influencers influence so well. When you go to their page, you're going to their page for a reason, right? It's something you're coming there for. What am I coming to yours for? Answer that question for yourself. What do you have to offer that's like you? Not like no other. But when people come, they're coming for you. I don't care how many people take what I have, share it, move it, whatever. You're not me. Somebody can take all these notes. They want to. And they can come try to deliver this exact same training. It's not going to be like Trayce. That don't mean it's not going to be great. Because maybe you're funnier than me. Maybe your analytics speak to everyone differently and you can put on the screen. And in the screen, oh my God, it flashes, it shifts. Maybe you're the person that does the best over. Maybe you do great PowerPoint presentations. But when people come to you, they need to see you. They need to see you. And the more they see you and the more you stop checking things and you start marathoning, your level of influence will grow. You're going to be shocked. I wake up in the morning. I remember, and I said, I have to stay grateful. I remember when I would look on up, I'm like, oh my God, it's 20 people. Oh my God, it's 30. Oh my God, it's 1,000. I remember when that Instagram was growing and I was like, oh my God, where is it coming from? And then I got to a place where it was just expected. And then I was like, stop that. Stop that. Because everyone is still important. There are still people that don't. A lot of you out here are today. These are the first two times you've ever seen me. I've been amazing all my life. and y'all just met me. Stop that. Stop that. Stop it. And that's things that I have to do to self-check myself every single day. If you want to constantly keep growing, you have to grow. You have to understand you're going to be in uncomfortable spaces. That's what happens. And now I even welcome it. I'm in an uncomfortable space right now. Some things are not going exactly the way that I thought they were going to go. And now I've learned to be excited and go, oh my God, it's coming again. Where are you taking me now? I thought this area was real cool before, but now I'm excited. Oh, they back to throwing shade. They back to talking dislike. I ain't seen the dislike in I don't know how long. You got to be careful when everybody like everything that you do. Be careful. Because you're actually in a danger zone now. But now they ain't liking. Now you over here talking about, yeah, she buy everything. That's how she retain. Oh, okay, great. I'm back. It's about to go. Get comfortable with you. Learn to laugh at you. Seriously, learn to laugh at you, learn to love you, learn to show up, learn to not hide yourself. I'm so glad that when I talked about that camera being off, this whole screen lit up. Everybody was like, oh, you know what? You're right. You're right. Where's my phone? Okay, I don't know where my phone is. I'm going to take a cue. Here it is, right in front of my face. That's that getting older thing. It was right in front of my face. All right, now. All right now. So here's something else that I love to do in building. I don't care if it's 5 people that are on your trainings, and when you show up, let somebody else know somebody cares. I'm about to say, hey, this is how I spent my morning. This is how I spent my morning with these beautiful women and men. This is what I did. Fear of missing out is real. It is. How many of y'all today got on this training early because y'all got locked out yesterday? Look at that. Do you see that? That's how it goes. Just so you know, that's how it goes. Okay, so I hope I've added amazing value to you today. I would love to see you Monday, 8 a.m. Personal development is on discipline, and I'm going to break down how to be disciplined. How to be disciplined. And guess what? It's going to be some hard hears because it starts with you. A lot of the things that are not going the way that you desire them to go, they all start with you. If you look around, your whole life around you is literally how you act, how you treat it, how you think it, what you say. Your reality is yours. It is what it is. It's yours. You have to own it. And until you're ready to own that and do something about it, nothing will change. And you'll be a victim of your own circumstance that you created. It is not your team. The reason why you cannot promote. It is you. That's a hard hit for a lot of people. It is. My business isn't going the way I want to because of me. It's the things that I'm not willing to change and become disciplined about because I can only attract what I do. That's it. I can only attract what I do. So there are some things in your discipline that you are not doing well enough, which is the reason why you are attracting things. And I'm going to teach you how to get rid of those. If you're willing. I love to share with you. So have an amazing, I got to get up out of here. Have an amazing, I'm a pourer. I can't help it. I love to share. I love to teach. It's definitely my calling. I love to share. I love to teach. So you all have a great rest of your morning. Yes, I want